Hi everybody, this is MVS Gamer and welcome to Divinity 2 Original Sin Definitive Edition, my Let's Play. Um, I don't really do recordings of these type of games because they take so long to complete, and I actually have a recording of Dragon Age Inquisition that took 40 plus hours. I'm currently playing Pillars of Eternity and that's taking me days to just complete and do everything. I'm not recording that because it just takes so long. There's so back and forth, and it just doesn't lend itself well to YouTube unless I already have like an established audience that likes those type of games and they will want to play. But since my channel is including pretty much everything, um, it's pretty difficult to get people to actually enjoy this without just blocking up my channel with just Divinity all day. So, but let's start the game. I haven't played the first one, so I'm not really sure what the story is or anything like that. I'm going in very blindly. I played these type of games before, like I said, Pillars of Eternity, uh, Tides of New Mary, I think is another one, Pathfinder, Kingmaker. I have all those games, and I got this game from a friend, so that's why I didn't start with the first one, because I got pretty much buy the first one, which I haven't done. So single player. Since I kind of want to go through the game and enjoy the story, I don't want to spend my time grinding and redoing boss fights because I keep losing or anything like that because I don't have the perfect setup, and etc, etc, etc. I like to play games, usually action games, things like that, where I can just go right through it and not, kill my head. And plus, I enjoy games mostly for the story aspect of the game. Even though these games are very heavy on text, I tend to skip a lot of it because I don't need to know that the guy is standing with his left arm up and gives me the finger. I don't give a I'm sorry, I don't like cursing. Oh fuck it. I don't give a fuck about that. So I'm gonna start with story mode, which is the easiest mode, so I can kind of enjoy the story. And you're here for the fun and the fantasy, but not for a rigorous challenge. That is true, because this game depends a lot on setups and combining a lot of abilities and things like that, which I don't mind doing, but not just having to have the perfect setup all the time, have to grind for equipment and levels and stuff like that. I just want to enjoy the story. This game, from what I've seen online, looks very beautiful. Fuck, actually, let me see if I can go here. I want to make sure everything is max. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep it at 60. Okay, everything's good. Nice. So we have the Red Prince, which is characterized a lot in the magazines. Uh, it's real cool. The Red Prince origin story. You are infamous. Can I listen to it?
Famed, of course, for my unique red skin and unparalleled skills as a general of the House of War, I, the Red Prince, was raised within the vast palaces of the fabled Forbidden City. I was destined to become the next emperor. But my ambitions suffered a bit of a setback when I fell from grace for cavorting with demons. Now, I'm exiled and hunted by assassins. But I assure you, I remain undaunted and as determined as ever to claim my rightful throne.
Nice. I like that. That's pretty damn cool. I wasn't expecting him to have that kind of voice. Being a lizard man, I was expecting more of a kind of like a slurring, like snake-like, voice to him, except having a really clear, I'm sorry, a really clear voice. But his voice actor sounds good, and he has the proper amount of being grown up in a a city kind of palace situation, so he definitely has some of that aristocracy about him. So I like that. And he's an enchanter. Hail Strike. Icicles from the sky, chilling enemies. So he has ice abilities. Rain. Okay, I heard this is actually used a lot uh, to quench fires and to create puddles to freeze, etc. Electric discharge, which will actually go well with the rain and the puddles too. And you can breathe flame in the cone. Fire surface behind, and he can stare at people real hard. And character and gain that amount for yourself. So you can drain magic armor. Okay. Defensive. You are infamous, a brilliant warrior general exiled from his empire for converting with demons. Fallen from grace, you refuse to give up. The throne will be yours again. Sophisticated gives you it's a lizard with a top hat. Good. Gives you plus 10% fire resistance and plus 10% poison resistance. I don't know what that has to do with being sophisticated, but okay. You get plus 1 in persuasion from spell song, so he's a good talker. That's the Red Prince. Let me see Sybil. This is her. Man, she has quite a way of standing up. Slave no longer, you still bear a living scar. Your master used to dominate you. He turned you into an assassin and you hunt your own kin. Now you hunt him. That sounds pretty cool. Let's listen to her story.
I used to be a slave, kept under the thumb of the master, the bastard that made me hunt down my own kin. How did he do that, you ask? With the living scar you see on my cheek, this horror that takes no more than a song sung by Master Dearest to control my very thoughts. But now the tables have turned. I broke my shackles, and when I finally find him, I will make the Master sing a very different kind of song.
Nice. I love revenge stories. Oh, I can see. It's not that they originally that class. This is just I can change the class. Wow, what a crazy amount of abs she has. That's crazy. Toggle your armor. Oh, wow. Yeah. Helmet. Oh, that's cool. So if I get this guy, now he's a cleric. Oh, this is like kind of randomized a bit, huh? Oh, what a badass helmet. Conjurer. Oh, they look cool. Fighter. That's where he looks more like a fighter, and she looks more like a rogue. Nah, that's not bad. Okay. Ifin Ben Mez, I guess. Now he looks badass as an Inquisitor. Became a hunter.
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine. The war changed everything. He sent me to save the elves I grew up amongst. I arrived too late. Lucian ordered the use of death fog against the Black Ring, annihilating everyone I once knew in the process. Now I'm a mercenary killer, one of the infamous Lone Wolves. And my next target is none other than Lucian's own son.
Man, I love these origin stories. Like, they're not the typical, oh, I'm a hero and I'm gonna save the day. I mean, no, most of them are not. These tabletop games, isometric games, usually have the main hero be kind of someone that can be good or bad. Considering Lucian's army, you lost your faith as war claimed countless innocents. Now you're a lone wolf mercenary. Your mission: kill Lucian's son. Hmm. These are all kind of revenge stories. Beast.
Oh. I was just thinking about someone I used to know.
Someone I used to know.
My cousin. The Queen, in fact. A tyrant. I tried to stop her, but things don't always go according to plan. She cast me out to a forgotten island and made short work of my allies, too. Lucky for me, I was able to commandeer a ship and began a new life for myself out on the high seas. Aye, but I hear that the Queen is at it again. And there's something darker behind her madcap schemes this time. If I don't stop her, I don't know who will.
Seems like this guy has something very important to do by stopping her, but I don't really like the origin story as much as I do the other ones. It's not a bad origin story, you know what I'm saying? But I prefer some of the other ones. Let's see, Los. A knight. Badass.
All my life, I've been a performer, a musician, beloved and celebrated by all. But I have a secret. I'm also a playground for sprites and spirits and worse. The voice that rings inside me now is darker than any that came before. Almost caused a bunch of my fans to rip each other to pieces. But you can trust me. I've got this under control. Step 1. Find out who, or what, is trying to take control of my mind. Step 2. Make it sorry it ever tried.
Alright, I like that. Your musician, performer, star, and host to all manner of disembodied visitors. Now one dark force will silence them all and aims to claim your body for itself. So I can become very, very dark with this character. It's kind of like, you know, being taken over by demons, etc. Okay, I like this character so far. The whole, I love characters or musicians and performers and stuff like that for parties. They always add a lot of booms and things like that, and it's interesting to have those character types. They're not really fighters in origin, but even though they're song and dance and fun and party going and all that kind of stuff, they can be very dangerous and very evil at the same time. Fane is the one that I thought most of starting the game with as an undead, but let's see his origin.
Oh, don't stare. How would you look after eons in some ghastly crypt? Your people are rather prone to death. Mine are not. Yet when I emerged from my completely unjustified imprisonment, I found them gone. Our culture forgotten. Any trace of the world I knew all but obliterated. I must even hide my true face beneath an ever-shifting mask for fear you savages will attack me. That is how I wander this strange world. Trying to uncover the truth about a history you primitive people never even knew existed.
Okay, not bad. It's okay. Woke up and your world was gone. Last of your kind, you hide behind a charmed mask, searching for the truth about history that no one knew existed. And play dead for enemies who think you're dead. Just by lying down, oh, I'm dead, and my body just turned into fucking bones. A cooldown skills will be paused. Any action you take will cancel the status. Set playing dead for 3 turns does not break invisibility or sneaking. Time work. Target character. Whenever this character ends a turn in combat, they immediately get a free turn. That's pretty powerful. Sounds powerful. This is Lorian. How many people are there? I guess I can make them male or female. Oh, okay. Wow, there's actually quite a bit of characters. Oh, these don't have origin stories. It's just more characters. Rahimus. It could be male or female. Oh, okay. These are all custom. Alright, I don't want custom. I want origin. Oh shit, undead lizard. So I can be... Red Prince was pretty cool. I like Sybil with the revenge. Gain 1 action point melee and a 10% damage for 2 turns and cost of not as 1 constitution. The action points over the maximum are lost. Break the shackles, move the following negative statuses from yourself. This is useful. He has encourage allies around you, increasing their primary attributes. That's good. Summon infant soul wolf summons your trusty soul wolf, which can howl and bite enemies. Okay, so as a summon, I can add an extra character. And he has petrifying touch. Okay. Plus earth damage. Blinding, squall, storm torches, and strong winds rise. She has courage. Okay. Looks like most humans have that type of ability. Commanding song, sing, causing enemies target to become mad. Many characters will attack those nearest them regardless of alignment. And of course he has play dead and time warp. So it's between Los, Ifin, Sybil, and the Red Prince. I like Sybil, being a slave. And looks like she's very mad. Oh, I forgot about the third talents. So yes, she has Corpse Eater. Corpse Eater lets you eat body parts to assess the memories of the dead. Ancestral knowledge gives you +1 to lore master. It's ingenious unit gives you 5% bonus critical chance, 10% extra critical multiplier. 3 gives you +1 to bartering. So this is probably mostly, I'm not sure yet, good for story. So it gives you +10% max vitality and dodge. When Guile gives you +1 to sneaking. Good for rogues. She's ingenious and thrifty, another human talent. And he has undead, lets you heal from poison. Regular healing will damage you instead. You receive poison status if you have magic armor. Junior gives you 5% bonus critical chance, 10% extra multiplier. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I'm leaning towards Sybil or Lauren. Body parts versus memories of dead. So 1 to lore master. Gain 1 action point. And these are pretty decent. Break the shackles. But I like her origin story of becoming quite mad. I think I might go the route of being mad. Okay. Whatever, I pick Lowe's. Metamorphs are pretty difficult to play as, so I remember. Rush your enemies, gore them, increase friction boost roll by 1. Turn the target character hidden chicken squawk. Tentacle lash out your opponent, dealing 6, selling atrophy on them. Rangers. A rogue. Sybil will probably be a rogue. Adrenaline. 2 action points immediately, but lose 2 action points next turn. Backlash, jump over the enemy, landing behind their back and backstabbing them. Nice. Throwing knife, dealing forward click, can backstab. A shadow blade. It's like a rogue. You can jump. Quench your parts blend in with any environment as invisible, and chicken claw took her character chicken squawk. Wafer, elemental arrowheads, pin down, fossil strike. Nice helmet. A wish. Short store up to 14. This kind of coincides with the demons and stuff. And tries to eat sleeping, set sleeping. Raise bloated corpse. Target corpse to raise a bloated cadaver that fights for you and it can explode, dealing physical damage. And mosquito swarm. Wizard with spirits and stuff. Ignition. Searing daggers. Fossil strike. Being a witch kind of goes with what she is. Let's see what other classes there are. Battle mage. Shock and touch. Cleric. Conjurer. Conjure incarnate. Conjure personal elemental that matches the ground surface. Onto your incarnate can be buffed with infusions. Once you hit summoning ability level 10, Colossal Incarnate champion will answer your summons. Dimensional bolt. Increase the corresponding surface, elemental totem. Target ground surface and conjure a totem with the corresponding element. Each turn this one will fire projectile enemies in sight. Enchanter. Fighter. Inquisitor. Inquisitors look so cool. Battering ram. Bloodsucker. Target character consumes blood surfaces around them. Restore with tide. The more blood, the more they will be healed. Mosquito swarm. I think I'm going to go with Conjurer seems to be the one that goes best with where she is with spirits and stuff. Okay, appearance. Oh fuck no. It's like a man in drag. That one's good. Nope. Man, some of these faces are ugly, man. Phase 4 looks okay. I think phase 5. I'll keep it phase 7. I think it's the best one. Hairstyle, heck no. Nope. Nope. That one looks okay. Heh. Everything is set to 7, huh? I guess 7 would be fine. Hair color. Blacksmith is fine. Facial features, none. Voices of least. Los, I'm sorry. I probably should leave it the way it is. Intelligence. Constitution. Summoning. Increases vitality damage. Physical armor, magic armor of your summons and totems. Lore Master identifies enemies and allows you to identify items. Increasing Lore Master allows you to identify more faster. More faster? Or to identify more and things faster? Okay. To identify, use an identifying glass and select the item you want to identify. To examine a monster or NPC, select them and choose Examine. Leadership grants dodging and resistance bonuses to all allies in a 5-meter radius. So dodging plus 2% to all resistances. Okay. The only other skill, Farsight Infusion, unlocked range attack for your Incarnate, provides 7 magic armor, increases damage by 25%. That means I got to take one off. I definitely want to Conjure, Elemental Totem, and I have Minstrel Fault. I'll keep that the way things are. My talents. Talents to open a character's unique features. Select talents to complete character's abilities and attributes. Understood. Talk to animals. And be dexterous, use the calls using grenades and scroll 1 AP when your offering is free. These are the ones I have. Can I add talents? So it really gives you 1 extra combat ability and 1 extra civil ability points. Dr. Goose lets you evade attacks of opportunity. I can't have any of this. Leech heals you when standing in blood. Hothead. % more accuracy, arrow recovery. Okay, combat kit, once per combat. Oh, so the one I had was Pet Pal. So I can talk to animals. Unstable makes you explode in body cloud when you die, doing 50% of your vitality. So it's good if I can bring people back to life. Savage. Because your magical skills have critical chance equal to your critical chance. I'll just keep things the way they are there. Tags summary what options are available to you in dialogue and how the world reacts to your party members. Custom characters have race, gender, and background tags. Origin characters have unique origin tags. So I'm a jester, quick with equip, and swift to song. You are an entertainer above all. You can disarm the public with your body tales and memorize them with midnight frights. Okay. Cracks in reality lead you to other items and places. Some of the void, some of the gods. Your vision is not quite your own, but you can make use of it. Barbarian. That's fine. Select your origin instrument. It will take the lead in the music during fights and will highlight various moments of your adventure. That's fine. Start the game.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
Divinity 2, Original Sin. Oops. Yes, I am vaping while I'm playing, so if you hear that that's just me vaping. I'm sorry. It is what I do.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough.
Manchester C1.
Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
I wonder if everybody starts the same way. It looks that way. I got shackles.
Damn. And here I was hoping my upstairs visitor was just playing tricks on me.
This is my life. And I got my abilities. That's pretty cool. Okay. Conjure personal elemental that matches the ground. Hold middle mouse button and move the mouse to rotate the camera. Zoom in or out using mouse scroll up and mouse scroll down. Okay. Ah, that's cool.
Yeah, no thanks. One sparkly green hate necklace is enough.
I have a minor healing potion, resurrection scroll. Harmless looking bottle deals grenade. And resurrect deal the ally 20% of vitality. This is story mode. I get that. Encourage allies around you. Okay. I am encouraged. Does these things cost anything? Toggle chat. Local chat, don't need that. Encouraged. Press tab. I don't know what that does. Keep exploring if you are new to the game, or climb the ladder to leave the tutorial deck. Commanding song I can't do. Conjure incarnate. Move objects by clicking and dragging them. Damn, that's pretty fucking heavy. That's cool though. Tattered shoes. Equip an item, open your inventory, and drag the item to the matching equipment slot. This is your inventory. Everything you pick up is stored here. Press right mouse button on objects in your inventory to find out what you can do with them. Backpack. Open. Ah, okay, so it's an extra backpack. Use a backpack to store grenades, arrows, or potions. Place it in your hotbar. Okay. So if I put this potion. Shoes. Threadbare pants. Fuck that. I'm gonna go all commando out here. No. I don't have anything. Much. What's here? Nothing.
Hey, a sheep!
Bucket with water.
Hugging her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
Oh, come on.
Fresh meat. Nice. Plump. Banded like a chicken's leg, too.
The depth of unamused ennui staring back at you from those ovine eyes is startling.
Are you referring to the ballerina? So funny, so funny.
With two shakes of her stumpy tail, the sheep turns away from you to peruse her hay-filled manger. Did you expect a needle?
Ha ha ha. A needle in a haystack.
Did you expect a needle?
Gonna attack it. Okay. It's like cursing. The fuck? Ah. Okay, Constitution. Oops.
Did you expect a needle?
Alright, so now it's doing it for everything. Seems intricate. You should search for its key. Nothing there. Ah, gold. Moving container. Move container's inventory window by dragging it with the left mouse button. Okay. Got a little bit of gold.
Get your dirty little paws out of my hair.
Ha 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 ha.
This again.
What's that? Carter can no longer use source magic or receive source points. What did I get here? A box. Maybe the key is somewhere else. Can I search all buckets? Okay, so I can pick up... Why am I picking up those buckets? What's the point of that? A helmet. Bucket with water. Ingredient. Might as well initiative. But I get 2 physical armor. That's funny. Another bucket. At least it tells me it's empty. What's this? Nothing. Another bucket there. Candle.
Ah, fasten tight.
Okay. Can't go there. Ball and chain.
This again.
Damn, it could take a lot of damage. Probably kick in and hurt myself. Shit. Be here all day trying to kill that. Nothing. Sure. I'll probably just go upstairs and forget about this tutorial. want to be here all day doing this. Candle. Another bucket. There's the key. Okay. What's here? Nothing. A stool that I can use. Alright, eat that. Go. Get some food. Books. 3 books, notes. Open your inventory and use the object. Orders from the guard steward. Important. It's come to my attention again that several of you are bypassing the cargo hold security measures by sliding boxes onto the pressure plates. Cargo hold security measures. Pressure plates. This will not do. The purpose of these measures is to require the presence of at least 3 magisters at a change of ship. Any deviation will result in at least 1 magister getting thrown overboard. Make sure it isn't you. Okay. Okay. Source collar. Unbreakable. Sorry, color hums faintly with energy. Powerful magic swirls within. Abilities shape what appearance, what characters can do and how well they do it. So I got Bard and Lord Master, we know that. Okay. Combat abilities, none. Talents. Talents are a character's unique qualities and slightly change the rules for that particular character. And Escapist. Escapist allows you to flee combat even when enemies are right next to you. And this is just tags. I'm perceived as female. Or is it Warlock? What could possibly be more wholesome? I get heals plus 10%, poison resistance plus 5% for 3 turns. Okay. And I got this plate. Fill her up. I guess I can just sell that stuff. Nothing. And a pocket knife. Nice. If I was a rogue, that would be good. At least I got a weapon. There you go. Nice. Oil. Apply slowed, ignoring magic armor. Oil barrel. You stepped in oil, all surfaces can slow you down and can also be ignited. Every surface has its own effects. Candle holder. Manchester Renard. Water can be electrified or frozen.
I should have known there'd be trouble.
Combat in Divinity, where system is played in rounds. Everything you do in combat has auction points. Understood. Left to right, the order a character purchases remains the turn order of combat. Delay your turn. Flee combat. I'm not sure if I should just attack him like that, but whatever. Mm, I'll have him. Try to do that. And I'm gonna set a totem down. Right here.
I'm not one to let sleeping dogs lie.
Okay. That's cool that I can set that up before the fight. I mean, it wasn't really necessary. And there's a bunch of blood there. I can electrify it. Interesting. I probably could have also attacked this thing. Or here, this barrel, actually. No, oil barrel.
The prisoner's eyes meet yours. He speaks not with gratitude, but with gleeful malevolence.
Ah, freedom tastes better than wine. And I can set you free in return. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them, lass. The halls await.
I'm gonna kill you so hard. I'm gonna kill you dead. Fuck. Oh, fucking A. I'm gonna get away from that. And I'm gonna conjure and incarnate.
I'll yield to none.
Sucker punch. Okay, then sucker punch. I forgot I'm playing story mode, so these are like super easy fights. But I'm gonna end my turn. Fireball. Remember, you can look around freely using the arrow keys. To return to your party, press home or double click. Great. There's water on the floor. And more. I should have killed him. Okay, lying down, I guess, heals me. I probably should just speak to him, but then again, these people are assholes. I mean, they put a fucking collar on me. Found an electric discharge scroll. Try it out in a pot of water, steam clouds, see what happens. Electric discharge. Guess I could just go through here. I think I got the key now. Yep. So what is there here? I got empty potion bottle. Small magic armor potion bottle. Poison. Ooze barrel. I guess if I came through here, Maybe. Oh, they have HP, so I probably could have tried broken down that. Probably thrown that carpet on that. Well, medical cabinet. There's nothing there. All right, nothing there. Some gold. Really? I'm gonna just put myself in there? Fuck that.
Empty.
Bitch.
Empty.
Minor healing potion. A nice bed. Another minor healing potion. Candle into the poison surface set on fire to blow up the door. Oh, I can do that. Oh, maybe I should light it first. Oh, that's fucking great. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it was just way too close to that. Ugh, whatever. Simply allows wounded characters to heal over time.
No key? No problem.
Blew up that door.
Junk.
Deck of cards. Wow, this game has a lot of cool mechanics. Okay.
And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
Alright. You sure you want to do the tutorial deck? Yeah, let me get the heck out of here. New information was added to your journal. Press Alt to access it. 2 new chronicles. Man, that thing goes away too quick. Get your bearings. Then go to upper deck. Sorcerers, we have been arrested by the Divine Order. The prison island of Fort Joy awaits. Find someone to help you remove the source collar. And bad gig landed me on the wrong side of the Magisters, but how bad can Fort Joy be? The worse if my head shuts up, I should be okay. Board the Merryweather on our way to a sorcerer colony of Fort Joy. We are told there is a murderer on board with us. Alexander's advisor Dallas noticed that the Boardwalken are attracted to Source. Alexander quarantined the sorcerers. The Boardwalken. The divine sacrifice did not buy peace. The rise of the Boardwalken brought the world death, destruction, and fear. Lucian the Divine, champion of the gods, sacrificed himself to save Rivellon from the Void. His son Alexander now leads a divine order. That's the one that this guy wants to kill. What are the Magisters really up to? Led by Lucian's son Alexander, the dominant Magisters of Divine Order are rounding up sorcerers for exile. Okay. Let me see. Tutorials.
What knowledge this tome is. Dallas is such a dear lending it to me.
Magister C1. I killed the other fucking Magister. A jug.
Empty.
Empty. Grotesque jar. Another grotesque jar. Nothing in the books. So what are tactical camera? Okay. Ah, that gives me a top-down view. It's just junk. Sell it. Two potion bottle. This is the crafting screen. Select or drag items into the crafting slots and the combine button. Valid combinations will be added to your recipe guru book. So if I combine stuff, let's say that with a skull, Cortez jar, and old plate, and I get nothing. How about just these two? An egg and that. Come on, I should get a delicious meal.
Where did I leave my calipers?
Whatever, I'm not gonna be here all day. Bread. Egg. Whatever. Improv 1, which I will need. A short stick and a skull. Potions, which I will need. T-bottle, Colosera. Mage armor. Rain scroll. So I can't do any real combinations. I mean, I got these empty bottles. I'm sure I can probably combine it with something. Use this. And empty potion bottle and maybe some water here. No, really? Maybe if I just combine that and the water. Oh, guess not. You probably shouldn't be drinking that nasty water that was in the bucket. Empty bottle. Lid.
This
That.
again.
Some more crap. I probably should sell that crap. Do I have infinite space on my inventory? It's like it just grows. Oh, I have 100. I just got a book, a small tome. We have too long presumed source as a virtuous part of civil society. Yet we need look no further into the past in the Source King's reign to understand the havoc such magics may wreak.
Dallas is
One
such
day
a
another
dear
order must
lending
follow
it
in
to
the
me.
Source Hunter's footsteps. Sorcerers must be muted. The new model of Source Collars provided by Red Demon is proving most effective. Alright, so I guess Force might be a magical source of magic. And being muted doesn't allow me to cast spells, even though I can do my incantations and summon that totem. You picked up 20 items, drop some if you want to be able to run again. So I'm overburdened.
No lesions, no trauma. It was black
That's
dot
heavy.
magic.
Ah, it's limited by my weight. I hate that kind of mechanic, but whatever. It just makes it annoying.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself.
I guess I can try killing her.
There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime,
Definitely
your
wanna
next
kill her.
stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. No lesions, no trauma.
Matches the reload deck suffered a fatal encounter. Team member is hoisting your 15th pint. Says the ram's head. Woo. I like that she jokes around.
She frowns and peers at you closely, resting the back of one hand on your forehead and taking your pulse with the other.
Delusions such as these are rare but not unheard of. I recommend a cup of mulled wine and another night's sleep. Just take it easy. No. You're alive and you're having a conversation. You are on a ship, of course, but luckily for us both, we're merely sailing the plain old sea.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good girl, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Source spells of yours? See what happens.
So the spells I cast downstairs are not Source spells? Unleash might be playing trick, don't do it.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking. Only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast Source.
Source is a magical ability in this world.
For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Bitch. You get yours.
Associates. In fact, he seemed quite averse to spending time with the others.
Good gods! There's been a murder here.
I guess if I was Sybil, I could probably eat a body part and figure out what's going on.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. You surprised? You're one of them. You know what sorcerers are capable of? Whoever did this found a way around their collar and killed a man. Small ones this time, thank the gods.
Sorry. So I got to find this man to get this
We'll
collar off.
find out who did it, one way or another.
Okay.
Nothing to see here.
A young Magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around.
It's like they don't mind me coming in. Poetry book. Read it. Woman from Driftwood with nary a care offered me kisses to answer my prayer. I accepted her gift, and then to my dismay, a spider she was, and I her buffet. Once feasting was over, she licked her red lips. I rose from the floor, still coming to grips. She thanked me for coming and bade her farewell. My prayer indeed answered, though still I did well. I did swell. It's one of those things where your mind tries to complete the sentence before you do.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this. Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of...
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir.
So I'm not a suspect, bitch.
You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. Finn was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, there wouldn't be a Magister.
Unless they're hiding it.
It looks more like a passenger managed to slip their collar. And the rest, well, you see the evidence in front of you.
Okay.
Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform.
So I work for her, what do I get?
Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you.
Okay.
How about that? Not in here, it isn't. You let me know if you hear anything. So, anything interesting for me? I'll take that as a no.
Ha.
No lesions. No...
Okay. Kind of figure when I saw that red. I wonder if I keep doing it, will she just attack me? I could just kill all these people. But I'm not going to. That leads upstairs.
I'm not suited for this. It's sea cow, not sea sheep. Haven't got any shears, have you? People these days.
Could just ripped it off of you. Bedroll. Hear your party. People should just like drop like their coins and barrels and stuff. Try.
Wow! You look cool. I like your hair. I like your eyes. I like your colour. I have one too.
I know
Sandy.
you. I heard you sing once. Before. Out there. Wow.
Now I'm a cold-blooded murderer.
I know who you are. You're a singer. My mum likes you.
Thanks, kids. I'll give you autographs later on.
Name?
Delos.
I don't like comedy. Well, you aren't here on my list. Scrammy, we're trying to catch a killer here.
You! Sorcerer! Blood? No! Gold! Oof.
Haha.
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you
It's
put
just
a knuckle in it? I'm
vain.
trying to...
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and takes your hand, turning it this way and that, examining it from every angle. Finally, he pinches your skin, gently tugging at it.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
I have already examined it and found it quite ordinary. What more could I possibly...
There's nothing ordinary about me.
Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. How... difficult. You have my apologies, human. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
Sure, you understand what's happening.
Ah, yes. The niceties. My name is Fane. I am a scholar from... well, I am a seeker of knowledge. That is enough. It is pleasurable to meet you.
Pleasurable.
Hardly. I've been reading this one for several minutes, and I have yet to find a single insight into the mysteries of the universe. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Battle between source and the void, good and evil, light and darkness.
Most unusual. And if it's not too rude to suggest, not much of an answer. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
It's kind of like the chicken or the egg, right? What came first? Why are you so curious about the gods? Look at him incredulously. Gods are forces of nature. They don't have a history.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along. I have a world to do.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his arm.
Here's the register, ma'am. Good, good. Magister Williams has just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
He tugs the collar of his uniform and chuckles.
I'm sorry you're upset, ma'am, but we all wear what we wear for a reason. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
He doesn't sound too bad. Here's some lizards.
Well, well.
Here's a red prince.
What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this.
Oh, shut up.
Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook? Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Yeah, I can do everything. You make a bump look like a baron. Please provide cool in summer.
Yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of style. I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
Of course, I'm a dancer. Trench your combs, powders, perfumes, rubbing your chin, tell me you're trying to recall the last time you bathed. What month is this?
Dear Lord, I might as well try and teach mathematics to a dog chasing its tail. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can cook, but you have the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit, and your personal hygiene reminds one of a carcass rotting in the sun.
Actually, that's pretty good.
That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave. Ever so sorry.
He's what now?
I know, but you just don't have what it takes. A good slave's made of sterner stuff, I'm afraid. Still, hone your skills, and one day you may just qualify for a position in a lesser household than mine. You keep dreaming, you hear?
Oh, well, thank you, you asshole.
Dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
Rubbish. There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Huh.
Well,
good luck.
There has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too.
Oh, she's another...
Meanwhile, the Magisters
royal.
feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
Wolves around a campfire.
I can see the Red Prince. I wouldn't be,
Got this wolf on a leash.
It's a cool one, but...
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here,
I don't like
we'll
the
hand you right over
aristocracy
the
too
side of
much.
the ship with it.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, Ghetto. You hear that?
That's a way and ask him what he knows about the Reverend Port.
The ship, of course.
Quieten and listen to the sounds of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
So the sea sounds angry, like it's trying to capsize the ship.
The fellow cocks his ear, listening.
That isn't anger, it's...
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
Anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close. There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There, you heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, Ghetto. Good news.
Supposed to be.
It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
That was such a magnificent beard. I asked why he's about reaching Fort Joy. You haven't heard anything good about that place. No, he must be practiced sailor. Ask what the figure means to him.
Captain, actually. And that figure tells me we're getting close to the Joy. Close to what lies beyond it, too.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
So has his hat.
That'll be all. Thank ye kindly, Ghetto.
From again inside Fort Joy.
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
At least he knows I'm interested.
If you'll be pardoning me, I'll be...
Kill.
You one of them? A divine order loyal? They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
That right? I always knew you'd turn up, Rotten Ben Mes.
Stool.
Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like
more red rolls.
Campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
This is where it came from.
We'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it. I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sub-stories.
Asshole.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp Ifan.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again. He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Huh.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Part of the ship to hang around.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
I like Ifan.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
Huh.
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties. No. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Huh.
The Joy, I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the Ringmaster himself.
You show him exactly what you think of his bloody divine order.
Easy now. I might think the same, but Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there? You! What's your name?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
Lenta. Name is Victor. That's right. V-I-K-T-A-R. Victor.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
There has been
locked.
Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Trained on her, and if she tries to run...
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks
She
you
has
straight
her
in the eye.
thing on.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Bitch, she was about to kill me. Holy shit. Sure, probably left and got the other Magister.
What's happened?
Hold, I left Alt to highlight objects that can be picked up. A stained shirt. A potato. Wow, they turned into like goblets of... Ooh, nasty. Ham. Cheese bread. Some fish. More fish. Provides staff. Ah, getting armed. Plus 160% critical damage and do poison damage. Skills with intelligence. Staff of maggots. It provides wand. I'll get two of them. One does fire damage, one does poison damage. And they have 13 meters of range, so they shoot, I suppose. And a makeshift shield. Shields up. The wands, of course. The recipe improvised staff. It's useful. Can I arm myself? So I get shields up. Restore the physical armor, magic armor up your shield. Fire. And poison. Staff of Magus, which gives me launch a magical missile from your staff deals 10 to 14 poison damage. 25-meter range. Skills with intelligence. Or I can shoot with this, right? 13-meter range. It's a magic. The important thing is the magic in your soul, not the one in soul. Just keep telling yourself that. Damage. And I'll wear this stained shirt, which is a bit better than what I had on. Okay, and I'm gonna stop the game here so that the video doesn't become too long, and I'll continue from right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next playthrough. Well, not next playthrough, next video. Thank you. Bye bye.